There are certain scenes in plays that I call throwaway scenes, not because they're insignificant or unimportant, but they're those little minutia kind of things that happen in everyday life that you really don't think about and don't have a direct impact on what's going on, but they're very human. And when we did American Prez, about a fake reality TV show that serves as the presidential election, we wanted there to be a scene about the people working behind the scenes at the TV studio. You know, the grunts, the grips, the people who do all the heavy lifting behind the scenes. And so we, again, with Tyann Sells as co-writer, we cooked up this little scene where they go to essentially the craft services table. And I think this scene maybe is a minute long, this little sequence. But it became memorable because the actors involved so relished eating while they were doing the scene, which involves bagels. And the source of what bagels are made of, or certain ones. And in the grand scheme of PCM, it may not have plot significance or emotional significance, but it's one of those scenes that some of our actors frequently come back to as one of their favorite moments, just because it's so random and bizarre and funny, and hopefully you can understand what they're saying through all the bagel chewing.
Hey everybody, this is Patrick Lavery and Emily O'Sullivan, and we are here to talk about the Everything Bagel scene from American Prez from November of 2016 over at Open Arts Pack. I got a very early impression of kind of what the PCM humor was like, and the rhythm of a lot of what their material is, which is it's a lot of it's observational, which can present challenges in characterization. You would think that people having what would amount to be a normal conversation would be easy to do, but it's really not, because you have to kind of really think about the reasons why your character's saying what they're saying, and then because it presents itself as such a regular conversation, like what's in an everything bagel, then you find yourself as the person, the actor, thinking, you know, I have never thought about this before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like as I was reading that and we were going through the scene, and I was like, who on earth would ask what an everything bagel is? Like, obviously we know what's an everything bagel. So I think it's so funny, like we as humans, we know, but like on paper, it's funny to spin the joke. And when we first did this scene, there's all that spread, all those desserts, and then like everything bagel. And I didn't have any pointers of what he wanted the scene to be. And I was just like, let me just take an everything bagel and just eat it and do, oh, I love everything bagels. And then it just happened to get a big laugh. And it was fun because I got to eat on stage every night. And it's just become a running joke between us.
Yeah.
We know what's going on, and a lot of PCM people know what's going on, but
right.
Our first scene was everything bagels. It was fun.
That's right. That's right. And I think that the common experience of a lot of PCM people is that, and I've heard this just in conversations between Tim and Damien and Ken and Connie, and all of these people who've intertwined over the years with this group. They'll remember a line or a sequence of lines that I'm remembering the one act that we were in Life is Strange 2, I guess it was, Puzzle Theory. And the poem that Damien read, and how we would all like laugh at, at his phrasing, and it's still so vivid as to how each one of those individual lines in that poem came together.
No matter how much time goes on, we still remember that scene, and even though we were in rehearsal, we know it was coming. It's still so funny because the way it was delivered, and it was originally written by Damien.
Right.
You know, Damien, he put the spin on everything, and the way he delivers it, it was just hysterical no matter what. It was funny.
Well, and that's another thing, you know, Ken and Connie and Jamie and anybody else who, Tyann and anybody else who has written for this group, Tim obviously, they all understand that, like, when you hand the scripts to the actors, the show is not done. There are going to be changes that are going to be made. There are going to be adjustments. There are going to be additions, deletions, and they really allow you to show through who you are, and that's why whenever my schedule allows, and it's changed again, why I love working with these people. Well, the scene that we're talking about only lasts about a minute, so we probably have gone well past that. But I think I speak for everybody when I say I hope that we can all get together and make some more magic real soon.
I know. I miss it, and it'll be so much fun.
Good to see you, Em.
You too. God, I love everything bagels.
Me too, they're delicious.
Well, what's in them?
Everything?
Well, what does that mean?
Hey guys.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
What's in everything bagel?
I was always under the impression it was something from every other bagel.
See? Here comes some.
So like a bologna and bagels?
Yeah, that's exactly
Hey, what's
it.
up, Steve?
Last night coming up fast, huh? Never miss this insanity.
You line up your next gig yet?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for something a little more refined.
Oh really? Like what?
I got a camera op gig on Welding Naked.
Wait, now, if you're working on that show, do you have to be naked too?
No, not the union bagel.
I think it's non-union.
Hey.
So, who you got in the finale? My money's on Nelson all along. I'm actually winning my league.
You're the fan for the election balloon? When does it end?